My name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff, where I'll make a healthy dinner from start to finish and pair it with wines from around the world. Let's fill up that glass.
Hi, my name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff. Today, we're going to be making these fabulous birria tacos you will fall in love with. And another thing you're going to fall in love with is this fantastic Aligote. It's a French wine. Oh my gosh. But let's get started on these birria tacos. I have dried peppers here. I don't know if you're ever used to working with dried peppers, but it's so simple. You got to dive right in if you've never done it before. I have two different kinds. I have pasilla right here that looks like dried up prunes, and guajillo over here to this side right here that I'm touching. So they both have different flavors. What I'd like to do is cut into them and then remove the seeds. So it's really easy to do. You just take up the top, and a lot of the seeds shake right out. And another thing is that you can just cut right down through the middle, just like I'm doing like this. Open them up like so, and you see all the seeds down in there. You want to remove all those seeds because that's where all the heat is. So you want to remove the seeds from these, and then I'm going to run my knife through them. And the pasilla here is completely different than the guajillo. They have more of a fruity flavor than the pasilla that has like a smoky flavor. So these have a lot of the seeds all in the top, and it's really easy. Now look at all the seeds coming out of these. I like to save the seeds because just in case the birria sauce is not spicy enough, I'd like to just throw a few in the sauce. Oh yes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run my knife through these, and we're just going to chop them up. That's all. It doesn't have to be finely chopped or anything like that because they're going to soak in the sauce. It's going to rehydrate them, and then we're going to blend them all together. So just let me finish taking out the seeds in these and cut these up a little. We got all the seeds out of those dried peppers. Now let's get started on our chicken. I'm using, well, before I start there, I want to let you know what I have in here. I have Mexican oregano, cumin, and salt and pepper. I'm just going to mix this together, and you're probably asking yourself, Mexican oregano. There is actually a difference between them, the Italian one and the Mexican. The Mexican one has more of like an herbal, and I'm going to start just putting some on the chicken thighs here. I'm working with chicken thighs. Has more of a lemony herbal flavor to it than the actual Italian. But if all you have in the kitchen right now is Italian, just go with that. Don't worry about it. You don't need to go out and buy something special. Now, I'm going to flip these over and do the other side. Birria tacos are normally are done originally with goat and sheep, believe it or not. But, you know, I'm going to put my own little spin on everything, as I always do. So let's get the seasoning on this side, and let's get these fried up in the pot here. Now I have some olive oil in my Dutch oven here. I like working in the Dutch oven because I want to keep a seal on this. And we're going to sear up these chicken thighs first. And I want to keep a seal because it's going to keep all the moisture and keep these chicken thighs as moist and tender as they can be. Now we're going to do this in batches because you do not want to lay these on top of each other. Just enough that can go to the bottom of the pan, and that's it. So we're going to go about 3 minutes on that side, 3 to 4 minutes, flip it over, brown it up, get some nice caramelization and some good flavor. And I've done chicken breasts and chicken thighs with this. The chicken breasts I left the bone in and skin on to keep the moisture in. These went through my test kitchen quite a few times with chicken, and I really like the chicken thighs. But you always do you, please. And we'll just let that brown out. Just flip them over, and just like about 2 minutes on the other side is all it needs. And then we'll be removing them from the pan. We just removed all the chicken from the pan, and let's add in an onion right now. If you needed a little more oil, you could add a little more olive oil to the pan. Okay, and let's just stir this around. This is just only gonna go until they turn translucent. It's not gonna take long at all, maybe 2 minutes at tops. That is it. This is on a medium heat, so I back this down just a little bit. So what we're gonna do then is gonna add some garlic and some tomato paste and add all of our dried chili peppers in. This sauce you're gonna love. So let's just cook this out for a minute. Okay, our onions have cooked out. Let's add in our garlic. We've got 7 cloves of garlic going in here. But there's going to be some liquid in there. This is garlic lover's paradise here, I'm telling you. If you do not like garlic, you can pare down on it just a little bit if you'd like. So that garlic is just going to go really, really fast. So right now what I'm going to do is add some tomato paste. So we're going to add a tablespoon of tomato paste right on in there. And what you want to do is just incorporate the tomato paste with the onions and garlic. It's always good to get to rub in that tomato paste with the oil and everything. It kind of livens it up a little bit, you know, like going to a dance party. So we got that going on. Our stock going right on in. So we have chicken stock going in. And we have fire roasted tomatoes to bring another layer of flavor, right? Oh yes, you're gonna love this, I'm telling you. And here goes in all of our dried peppers, right? The pasilla and wajilla peppers are going right on in. And with that, we're adding just a few spices. That's it. Not much. We're going to add in a little bit of coriander and oregano, the Mexican oregano again, but once again, if you have the Italian, it's perfectly fine. And some cumin. And all the exact measurements, you know, are right down below in the description center. So you just want to stir this around. We have a lot of spices going in, so I don't think it needs any more pepper. A little bit of salt. Not much. Remember, we have chicken stock going in there, and whether you make the stock yourself or not, it all depends on the sodium level. So what I want to do is I want to bring this up to a low simmer, and I'm going to put the lid on right now and bring this up to a low simmer, and then we're going to add our chicken thighs to it. Now this has been simmering on super low, as you see here, for about 10 minutes. Now don't do what I didn't do and not add in your chipotles and adobo sauce here. It is 2 peppers. That is all you need. They are spicy. That is where your spice is going to come from in this. So they should be simmering with the dried peppers and everything for 10 minutes. But I forgot to put it in, so I'm going to put it in now. And it will be perfectly fine because they're cooked already in that adobo sauce. So now what we're going to do, let me grab a tong here. We are going to add in our chicken thighs back into the mix. So they are going back in. And we don't want to forget the most important thing. What is this? What I call this? Liquid gold. That is flavor personified. So add your liquid gold back in. Don't forget those juices. Those chicken juices are important. Now, this chicken is just gonna probably go for only about 15 to 20 minutes. So let it simmer 15 to 20 minutes until it reaches 165 degrees. So we're gonna put the lid back on. Important, we wanna submerge all those chicken pieces in the liquid here. Okay, we're gonna add the lid back on and we're gonna let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. And then when it comes out, it's gonna be super tender. We're gonna shred it. Oh, and we are gonna blend that sauce into a puree. Perfect time to talk about the wine while that's simmering over there. From Thibault Liger-Belair. This is an amazing Aligote. I don't know if you've ever had an Aligote. It is, you will love, love, love it. Right off the bat, I'm getting notes of green pear and like apple pie crust. Wow. And then with the taste, I'm getting notes of grapefruit with melon, and the acidity is just perfect because it will definitely, the fruit and the acidity will cut through all the spices going on in this birria tacos. You will love, love, love this aligote. You have to give it a try. Remove all the chicken and shut the burner off. It is going to be very, very tender and delicate. So if it falls into pieces, that is great because we're going to be shredding it anyway. Okay, with your immersion blender, just take it right down in there and start blending everything up into a nice, delicious puree. If you don't have an immersion blender, no problem. Just take this and put it right into your food processor or your blender. Your choice, whatever you'd like. Now you just want to start shredding your chicken and see how easy it just shreds and falls to pieces. These chicken thighs really make it nice and tender. So just shred up your chicken. We got our sauce pureed and our chicken shredded. Now to just mellow out some of those spices going on in this dish and just to bring everything together, we want to squeeze a lime in there. And the acidity will just work wonders. And a little tip too on if you ever overspice anything, if you think anything's too spicy, acidity like from a lemon or a lime will actually pull back on the spice heat along with cream, which obviously you wouldn't add cream to this. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna I'm gonna save a good cup of this for dipping later. So a little good cup of this sauce is gonna go for dipping. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our chicken right back into here, into this nice warm sauce. Oh yes, I am ready to make some tacos. Leftovers with this is amazing. You can do almost about anything with this. Make burritos, tacos, anything. So we're gonna mix this sauce back in it. Wow, take a look at that. So that is all mixed back in. Let's get some taco shells and make some birria tacos. So we got everything for our birria tacos. I love using corn. You could use whatever you'd like. If you don't want to use corn, if you want to use flour, whatever you'd like. I like to dip it in the sauce, shake off any extra sauce, and lay it down into the pan, just like so. And we'll do a few of these. We'll just do 2 of these right now. And you definitely want to get that sauce on there because it is amazing when it browns all up in there. Just take a little bit of the chicken and put it on half, and a little bit of the chicken and put it on the other half, just like so. And the street tacos usually just, these were called street tacos, usually just came with a little bit of onions, like so, and a little bit of cilantro, and that's what it was. But you know what? I love some cheese on mine. So you can do a Mexican blend, you can do whatever you'd like. But I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on mine because I like cheese. I'm using a jack cheese. You can do a Mexican blend. You can do queso. Keep it Mexican. These tacos are actually, I don't know if I told you, in Jalisco, the state of Jalisco, Mexico, is where they were actually originated from. So let's put the shell over like so. Let's wrap this shell around like so also. And you want to get a nice brown. Now look at the sauce on that. And you want to get a nice brown caramelization going on that taco shell. These are going to be fantastic. You're going to love them. Before I devour these birria tacos, which I've been sampling already, so I have to tell you they're amazing, I would first like to thank all my subscribers. And if you're not yet a subscriber, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my recipes. And don't forget to like and share. And ring that bell because I have a new recipe every Tuesday. But I'm ready. I'm putting my wine down. I am ready. Okay, see? Half a taco already missing. Somebody's been sampling. That would be me. Oh, this sauce is crazy delicious. You are going to love it. Wow. I think I could eat a dozen of these. Thanks for stopping by Wine and Dine with Jeff. And we'll see you next week.